Lakes Nation. So I know I'm sure everybody knows that Kawhi Leonard has been traded to the Toronto Raptors, along with Danny Green for DeMar DeRozan and Jakob Poeltl. But the main topic I want to talk about today is who's coming out of the East. Everybody is thinking Boston's going to come out of the East better than Toronto. I'm telling you right now, I think Toronto is going to come out of the East. Obviously, LeBron James coming to the Lakers is going to facilitate that. You look at the depth from Toronto, it's pretty amazing. Uh, Kyle Lowry, Kyrie Irving. Obviously, Kyrie Irving wins that matchup. DeLon Wright, Terry Rozier. Probably Terry Rozier wins that. But you look at the third string, Fred VanVleet, extremely underrated player. Last season, huge contributor. They just re-signed him. Lorenzo Brown, another guy that can really ball. And then you can look at shooting guard. Jaylen Brown versus Danny Green. Obviously, Jaylen Brown's more versatile, but Danny Green is a great shooter. CJ Miles, great shooter. Marcus Smart, not that much of a great shooter, great defender, but they still need to sign him. Still haven't signed him yet. Malachi Richardson, another versatile player. And then you look at Nader or whoever this guy is, I haven't heard of this guy. And then go one more down, Jabari Bird, haven't heard of him. Rory Alkins, haven't heard of him as well. But look at small forwards, Jason Tatum against OG Anunoby. I'll say that's a wash. And then obviously Kawhi Leonard versus Semi Ojeleye. Kawhi Leonard would win that. Even if you put Semi Ojeleye, against, even if you put Jason Tatum against Kawhi Leonard will obviously win that. You put OG Anunoby, put him up against Jason Tatum. As I said, it was a wash. And then Norman Powell, this guy extremely underrated as well. And then you got Jonathan Holmes, haven't heard of him. Obviously Gordon Hayward. So in my opinion, that's a wash. And then you look at the power forward spot, you got Serge Ibaka against Marcus Morris. I'll take Serge Ibaka over Marcus Morris any day of the week. You got Pascal Siakam up against Daniel Tice. I'll take Pascal Siakam any day of the week. And then you have Jonas Valanciunas up against Al Horford. I would say that's kind of a wash. And then you got Lucas Nogueira against Aaron Baines. I would say that would be kind of a wash as well. But you look at the depth. I think Greg Monroe is not on the Celtics anymore. But you look at the shooting around Toronto. Just by getting rid of DeMar DeRozan, they can spread the floor. To be honest, I see a lot of versatile players on the Celtics, but I don't see a lot of shooting. To be honest, yes, Jason Tatum can shoot. Kyrie Irving can shoot. But all the other guys are not really shooters. But you look at the Toronto team. You have Kyle Lowry that can really shoot. DeLon Wright can really shoot. VanVleet can really shoot. Danny Green can really shoot. CJ Miles can really shoot. And they defend as well. And then you look at, obviously, now they got Kawhi Leonard. He can really shoot from three. Led the league in 3-point percentage at one point in his career. And then you look at Norman Powell. Extremely versatile. OG Anunoby is kind of a cutter, but full of energy. Serge Ibaka can spread the floor. So you got a lot of guys that can stretch the floor. Just opens up the paint for drives. I just don't see that in the Boston Celtics. As good as a defensive team they are, I just don't see them having the kind of the spacing on their team. I just don't see their spacing being as good as Toronto. To me, in the playoffs, Toronto Raptors, DeMar DeRozan had always been a problem for Toronto. Having that mid-range game and doesn't really show up. Think about it. Last few seasons, we recruited DeMar DeRozan. He said, I can't live under Kobe's shadow. Like he couldn't even step up to take on the challenge. So now they're getting all that business out of the way. Now they got Kawhi Leonard. So I really believe that Kawhi Leonard can lead the Toronto Raptors to the number 1 seed in the East. I really believe that. And I think they are better than the 76ers as well. So that's how I feel. Some people call me crazy, but we'll see what happens after the season. I think again, look at the shooting around Toronto. On top of adding shooting, adding defenders around Lowry, and think about it. Kawhi Leonard tore apart the Golden State Warriors on his own in Game 1 before he got Zaza a cheap shot. So I think throwing Danny Green in this trade is very underrated. Danny Green gives them spacing that they didn't have with DeMar DeRozan. So that's that. If you want the wallpaper that's on your screen right now, you can go to my Twitter page. I have the link to all my files that I edit every day over there, and you can download them in full size. I also started a Reddit account, so you guys can go over to my Reddit and click on the links there as well. But other than that, this is just my quick take on Toronto Raptors trade for Kawhi Leonard, and I'll see you guys in the next video.